What is up, Sooner Nation, Surgeaholics? It is Thursday. It's Hot Take Thursday. Gary Wolford in the house with that suggestion. So today is Hot Take Thursday. We're done with Overreaction Wednesday, and we're moving on to Hot Take Thursday.
I got a hot take.
Yeah.
You need to put a hat on.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I left my house at 5:30 this morning, Jay.
I'm just saying you probably
Listen. Had a track meet.
take.
Had a track meet till 7. Went and visited Dad. Walked in at 9:20 at the house. Took a quick shower. And I'm here with Sooner Surgeaholics, Jay.
There you go. Teresa, I don't know anything about how that works, but
we don't control the ads,
Colin,
Teresa.
Hey, if you could choose one game to 100% win next season, what team and why? If I had to choose one game, it would be one of two. It would be a game either with Ole Miss or Missouri. I think Ole Miss and Missouri are going to be right there with Oklahoma for the playoffs.
No.
Yeah.
If I could choose one game, it's always going to be Texas.
I don't care. I mean, Jeremy, look at Texas
Period.
last year. They lost to Oklahoma. They were in the playoff.
So you would rather be Ole Miss than Texas, Jay?
If it means you go in the playoff, yes. 100%.
Hunter, you'd rather beat Missouri? Hunter, you'd rather beat Missouri than Texas?
If it means going to the playoff, yes.
Well, Texas is a big game, Jay.
But, Jeremy, Texas is probably going to be in the playoff.
Probably going to be.
Okay. Jeremy, what I'm saying is I think those games are they're so swing games, man. They just are.
Every game's a swing game this day and age.
Okay. Hey, hot take. It's Hot Take Thursday, as somebody suggested. Who was that suggested? Ron? Or Gary?
Gary Wolford last night suggested Hot Take Thursday. You want me to put a hat on? I can.
Yeah, that's my hot take. Go ahead and do it.
Whatever.
There you have it. There you have it.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Monty.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Monty.
That. I'll give another one. There aren't any better viewers than the Surgeaholics.
That's right. Colin says Missouri as well. That's a few for Missouri. Because
of their fans. Their fans are inexcusable, Jay.
What about a coach? What coach would you want to beat? Is it the same thing? Is it Drinkwitz or Kiffin?
Well, if there was a coach I'd like to beat, it was Saban. He's not there anymore. I would say Drinkwitz. And actually, if OU played him, I'd want to beat Kirby Smart. But
yeah, we beat Bama. We'll be 4-2 overall. Sark or Kiffin, Bobby says.
Wait, Mars, what do you mean would be 4-2 overall?
Maybe the overall against Bama.
Overall win-loss against Bama.
Yeah.
There's
Hot
Gary.
Take Thursday.
Hot Take Thursday. What's your hot? Jay, you got to give us a hot take.
My hot take is Jalil Farouk's going to have the best year of his career in Oklahoma.
Torres is tearing it up, Jay.
It's my hot take.
Oh, Mark's got a good one.
Farouk does not fumble next year.
That is a very hot take. That's on fire. Sooner Legends, Maxwell is the best pitcher in all of NCAA softball. I'm going to go Kennedy still. Kelly Maxwell's pitching great. Kelly Maxwell's pitching great, Jay.
1 out away from a no-hitter tonight.
Yard. Someone goes yard. Jay, what's your hot take?
I already said it.
Oh, I missed
it.
Sorry.
Did you keep your ears out when you were in the shower or not?
Hot take, Jay. Say it again.
Jalil Farouk will have his best season at Oklahoma this year.
Well, it wouldn't be hard.
Oh, please.
Yep, and the name is probably Liam Evans. There's one, Jay. DG in New York next year.
Hey,
I have a hot take for everybody.
I got a hot take right now about DG.
I got a hot take first. no Sooner fan will miss Dylan Gabriel next year. Not one. No, not one.
Keaton says, hot take, it's not some crazy turnout if OU wins the SEC and makes a playoff run.
Okay.
Colin
Schmitty
says,
makes every kick.
Schmidt makes
every kick.
Colin, it's early, Hunter. It's
Colin,
early.
it sounds like you're on campus, Colin.
Burks will have a 1,000-yard season. Hey, I don't know. Go Illinois, Teresa says. Hey, what? I got something to say. I hope this isn't taken the wrong way. But why doesn't Oregon put videos out about Dylan Gabriel?
You're starting it tonight?
No, I'm curious. Like, he puts him out. Dylan Gabriel puts him on his Instagram of him throwing the ball, but Oregon's not putting it out.
I'm not going to even touch that with the 10-foot pole, Jason, because it's only going to get me in trouble with the DG lovers. Colin Hunter's also on campus.
Colin's getting on roofs wherever he can do to see the team.
Were you in the media a couple years ago, Colin? That's the question.
Bobby brought up
Gary says because they know, Jay.
Hot take, Billy Bowman gets the Thorpe Award. There we go, baby. Who got hurt at practice? The only one I heard was Troy Everett yesterday.
Troy Everett yesterday.
Yeah, he picked off Brandon Zerberg on the video they put out today, OU football. Guys, I'll say this. I took a double take for a second when he was running into the end zone because I was like, that guy looks like a defensive back more than a linebacker, didn't he? Is he more of a – when we want to use the term cheetah, is he more of the prototypical what they would like in a cheetah?
Jay, isn't he getting to play some cheetah?
Yeah, but I'm saying, look, just his build and the way he can cover. Isn't that what Brent Venables really wants in a cheetah? Somebody that can cover like that? If you had to really go with the cheetah.
You have to cover in the cheetah position, Jay, and that's why
I'm not calling him a defensive back. I'm saying that he looked like a defensive back running it back, especially with that number 24.
Yeah, anyway, what I was saying was you have to play, be able to cover at cheetah, and that's why everyone's so high on Justin Harrington. He was the best cover guy with the size combination.
Hot take, PJ 10 sacks this year, Jeremy.
I take the under, but I think 6 to 8.
That's a good hot take. That's a good hot take by Greg Odd.
It is. It is. All home games by double digits.
Hot take. Sooner
it won't the best happen.
Broadcasting awards. No, won't happen. Hey,
Kenneth, give us your hot take.
Kenneth, I agree. And Jeremy can attest this.
I'm not. Oh my
Jeremy,
God.
you can attest that I was a DG fan, so.
Okay, and I don't mind what Kenneth says, except I have a major problem with 3 words in that sentence. Can you figure it out? Go back to the comment. I got a problem with
which comment, Jeremy?
Kenneth.
Oh, save our program.
Please. Save our program? Come on, Kenneth. Just a little bit of an exaggeration.
I'm not sure on that one, Robert. I don't know which one you're talking about.
And by the way, 2 years ago when DG stepped on campus, you could say, man, he really helped us out. Yes. Last year, you know my thoughts, Jay. I think
he played better last year than he did the year 4.
But Arnold was on campus. I think if Arnold plays last year, they have 2 losses. It's the same. So it's not saving our program.
Well, we don't need to
I've already went over this, Jay. I'm not doing it again.
We're not doing it again. That's right. Correct. I would agree with this 1,000%. DG was a great Band-Aid and a stopgap for filler, and it's appreciated. That's right. I appreciated his time here, too. Hot take, top 10 defense.
Top 10 defense. That's a hot take. I think top 25. Top 10 is a stretch. But
that's what a hot take is. Thursday. You got to take a little stretch for a hot take.
Exactly what a hot take is.
Not a warm take. It's a hot take. A little different. What's your hot take, Jeremy?
I've said a couple. Yeah, Kenneth, I didn't say 2 years ago.
Here we go. Starting.
Yeah, OU wasn't canceling the program. No, I don't think the program was saved.
Starting offensive line hot take. Sexton, Bates, Taylor, Fabechi, Ozida. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I think I like that lineup right there. Now, what you have there is some very young players in Josh Bates and Jake Taylor and Alita Ozida. If that ends up being the starting 5, they need a lot of game time those first 3 or 4 games.
Absolutely.
A lot of games.
Whoever it is, Jay. Ron.
I agree.
Ron, thanks for joining us as always. Ron's talking about Gabe Eicher. Yeah, Gabe and Teddy, they did a podcast on the Oklahoma Breakdown where they talked about they were concerned that of the weights. And some, I think it was Teddy said, maybe they're just pulling our string. Maybe they're not. This isn't their actual weight. But look, I said I'm not going to worry about weights until May or June. I'm not worrying about them in March. And Chester, you're right. I'm not worrying about what those 2 guys say. I'll worry about what Venable says.
Did Anthony have a setback?
Not that I've heard. No, he hasn't.
I haven't heard. I think it was always they were going to take it slow with him.
Jay, we got to get our spring game tickets.
April 20th, correct, Colin?
Yeah, it's April 20th, though, Colin, not the 10th. If you bought tickets for the 10th, you need to check that.
D-line has enough time to 10 to 15 pounds.
Absolutely.
Cleanup surgery, Bobby said.
Look, Deshaun McCullough.
Nothing that's
Deshaun McCullough had a scope, too. Again, Eric, I don't give a rip. Eric, I don't give a rip about Eichert and Lehman talking about quarterback play. I just don't. Do you, Jay? I can see with my eyes. Eric, I'll tell you why. I can see with my eyes. I go over this every single night on the Surge, on the Double Trouble. Let me go. Facts. You want facts, Eric? Eric, I didn't say they don't know the game better than me. They might know the game better than me. I'm not saying they don't, but let me give you some facts. He's got the size. He's got the arm strength. Correct? Am I wrong? Way better than DG had. He can do everything that DG did and a whole lot more. That's what I'm saying.
But I think what they were saying is,
I want to hear what they said.
I think what they were saying is stat-wise.
Give a flip about stats.
Favre has more arm strength than Brady, who's better.
That's laughable. That is so laughable. Eric, so we're going to compare 2 Hall of Famers to each other.
I'll say this.
I don't think DG's a Hall of Famer.
Let me say this. Hey, let me say this. Who in this chat thinks that OU will be better at quarterback this year?
You've asked this every week, every night.
Hey, Keaton says the 4 guys you expect to hit the portal. Man, you want names. Keaton's wanting names, guys.
I'm not saying names on here. I don't want, because it's premature and it's speculation, and I'm not about that. And listen, I agree, Eric. Experience counts for something. Yes, it does. That much. It's that much.
What are you talking about?
I said that much experience.
Dalpo says he thinks Eric
So
has
can
a
I,
point. Can name
Jay.
a ton of quarterbacks who had been.
I can too, Jay.
Hey, haven't heard a whole lot on Taylor Wine. I just think there's so much talent in that room that I don't know. I mean, I think I don't know if this is a year for him. I think it might be another year away.
Yeah, I'd like to see him on. I think he's impressed some, but I don't think there's a spot for him early on for sure, unless some other things happen drastically. I want offense versus defense. That's what I want.
I want regular gameplay. That's what I want. Mark says 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 defensive back, 1 O-line. That's pretty good selection, Mark, I would think, actually.
Jay, what do you think about? I'm confused on Brian's question.
The new helmets. He's talking about the new helmets that some of the guys wear. They started wearing them last year.
Are a lot of them wearing them though?
Yeah, he doesn't like them. That's all he's saying. He doesn't like the look of them. I will say this: Dylan Graham will not see the NFL, but Arnold will be possibly a first round. Roscoe, let's get to Roscoe's question. Who's in the SEC championship game at the end of the season? I'm going to say Georgia. I'm going to say Georgia.
Georgia, Texas. Except I'm saying Georgia OU. So
there you go.
Because it's Hot Take Thursday.
Yep. OU softball was a big win tonight, 6-1. Teresa says you have to play to get experience. Give them the opportunity, in her opinion. I agree with that take. Got to see it on the field. Got to get them out there to try it, right?
Allen, he may bring a lot of pressure. They just won't be able to sack him. They're not going to sack him in the spring.
This would be absolutely epic, Mark, for the first
hilarious.
Year. I think
hilarious.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
Georgia and Ole Miss. Here's the deal. I think Ole Miss schedule, and I think they got talent. I cannot pick Ole Miss ever in the SEC championship game until they show me they can do it. Okay? And here's the reason. They can never beat the big boys. I have to see them beat a really good team. I know they were better last year. They were top 12. But I know they don't have to play as tough a teams as some others, but I cannot pick them in the SEC championship game until I see them do something. Personal.
They're in the playoff, though. They're in the playoff.
I think they will be in the playoff, yes. 12 teams make the playoff, Jeremy, not 2.
Correct.
And listen, I'll say this with what Blake says and what they were talking about earlier with Teddy and Gabe is everybody's going to be on different ends of the spectrum of this. And that's okay. Eric, other people, everybody's going to be on different ends of the spectrum, okay? You're going to have people that think Jackson Arnold might turn it over as basically a true freshman. Not really, but he's only started 1 game. There will be people that'll say that, and that's okay. There will also be people that'll say Jackson Arnold's 10 times better than Dylan Gabriel, way better talent, way better arm strength. He's going to tear it up. And that's okay. The fact of the matter is, no one knows. Nobody knows. Facts. Who's a better talent? Jackson Arnold. Fact. Does that mean he's
Who
going
would
to
you rather have playing quarterback? Jackson Arnold. Fact.
Does that mean he will have a better year than Dylan Gabriel? We don't know.
And also, you have to define what better year is, Jay.
Oh, here we go. See, you can't just admit that that's right. That's a true fact, what I just said.
No, I said all fans would have to define what a better year is, Jay. Jeez.
It doesn't matter what a better year is. What I'm saying is nobody knows.
So if he throws more picks and leads them to the championship, I'm saying you have to define what a better year is.
A better year, I'm talking about stat-wise.
I don't give a rip about stats.
Well, stats is sometimes how you pick if a player's playing better.
Occasionally, yeah.
Oh, okay, so they do matter.
If OU goes undefeated and throws for 3,700 yards, okay.
I'm not doing this comparison. I don't do this comparison like you do. I don't do that. Nobody knows, period. End of discussion. No one
Agreed.
knows. So,
agreed.
Eric, I think
Gabe and Teddy know, though. Gabe and Teddy
could be better than out of high school because the portal guys are proven. Okay. Proven. I get it, but I also think when you take a guy that you haven't recruited and built that relationship with, what do you know you're going to get from year one? You get them 1 year. How do you know they're going to perform? You don't. And that's they might. They might.
Hey,
what about the guy? What about the running back maybe wanting to go back to Ole Miss? Did you hear that? But now I think he's staying at Ohio State.
Yeah, I heard that. What was Dylan's TD to interception ratio last year?
I thought he had like 7 interceptions.
Can you drink any louder, bro? Jeez. And
that's what I mean.
But there's also the thing is some people left 2 different schools. It's like, what do you think about it?
Here, let me say this comparison. I know, I wonder what people will say about this. Okay. Here, we seem to always have this argument about Dylan Gabriel and Jackson Arnold, right? But I think most people in here, we don't, for some reason, we don't have an argument about Drake Stoops and Deion Burks. Wasn't Drake Stoops one of the best receivers on the team last year? Put up huge stats.
I think people just think
Burks going to walk. People think Burks just going to walk right in and beat all his stats.
People would rather have Stoops than Burks.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just saying.
I think it's the other way around.
Okay. Yeah, minus 25 DG name count tonight. Yeah. Hey, Kenneth. Again, Dylan Gabriel has had an illustrious college football career with 0 championships or big games. His biggest game, he had a monumental drive, a miraculous Sooner Magic drive. That's the one big game in 6 years. Facts. 5 years.
I want to get to this question people are talking about on the portal. Name an underrated transfer portal edition on both sides of the ball. Just players that needs more attention. Keaton says Casey Thompson and Woolard. I think Woolard's a great name. I think Woolard's a guy that transferred in.
Burks is the obvious one.
Jake Roberts hasn't got any talk, but I think it's because of Bauer Sharp. Fabechi and Malone's a good one. I really like
Malone's getting a lot of talk.
He says 6 interceptions last year.
Correct. 42 TDs, 6 picks. Great year. I've said it every night. He had a phenomenal year last year.
He did. Hey, Eric says, hey, what about our portal guys? Our best wide receiver and tight end are from the portal. How come our portal guys are set to do great things by Ole Miss? I didn't say it's an experiment at Ole Miss. I said they may be great. The fact of the matter is, Eric, OU's portal guys that they've gotten in the past haven't done great. Am I wrong?
They haven't been good, Jay.
So I'm a little leery of portal guys. I do think Bauer Sharp will be really good, yes. That's an opinion, though, Eric. I don't know that. All I'm saying with Ole Miss is I need to see them actually win something of importance. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And
has OU won anything of importance?
OU did beat Texas. I know they haven't won anything in importance for the season, but I'm talking about Ole Miss playing in a big game. They did get over the hump a little bit last year and beat LSU in like a 60-50 game. That's correct. But I need to see Ole Miss. I know they got Walter Nolan. I need to see them defensively step up and be better. And I think that's fair to say for Oklahoma, too. I do.
Hey, I will say this, though. A lot of the Ole Miss portal guys, Eric, A lot of the
true,
Ole Miss a lot of the Ole Miss portal guys, Jay, are younger guys. Correct?
They've played
like 1 year. Dylan Gabriel Dylan Gabriel was an experienced guy.
Hey, but listen, I think that's what Eric's
McCade Matoya and Walter Rouse had 1 year. I mean, McCade and Matoya had 2 years. Walter Rouse was a 1 year guy.
Jeremy,
they were
I
veterans.
don't know what you're arguing about. I tend to agree with Eric in one aspect here with portal guys is that sometimes I think the way it's going in football, basketball, all these sports, yes, you might get better quickly from the portal. But I'm talking about long term. Ole Miss might have a great year and make the SEC championship. I don't know. But I'm saying long term, can you sustain it from just getting portal guys? I don't think you can. I don't think you can switch them up every year and just continue to be great. Now, I may be wrong, Eric, on Ole Miss. I just need to see him do something. That's all.
What's moving the goalposts mean? Hey, Jay, my point here is someone earlier said it's a mixed bag. It is. I think that you can get a young guy out of the portal that doesn't have much experience, right? And he's new to the system, hasn't been in the culture. He's chasing money, okay? Or you can get someone who's been at a university for a while and he transfers in and he's got 1 year like a Walter Rouse. It's totally different. It's like sticking your hand in a brown paper bag. You're not sure exactly what you're going to get. It could be great. It could be bad.
No, listen, a lot of people, like even Mark says, Ole Miss and Florida State are staying relevant from portal. That's correct. Eric, you're correct when saying they got a lot of guys out of the portal. You're also, I think Bobby put in there, OU best receiver this year could be Burks. Probably their best tight end is going to be Bauer Sharp. Okay? I understand all that. I do. I really do. I need to see Ole Miss do it. Okay? That's all I'm saying. They might be great. I don't know, though. I don't know. We all of us can sit here and say Bauer Sharp might be the best tight end and Burks might be best receiver. We don't know. You don't know. I thought Rondell Bothroyd was going to be the best defensive lineman last year.
Colin says you can't build it off just portal. And the thing is, Jay, and Ron says Patty does good portal work. Look, overall, though.
We are doing it, Eric. Yes.
We're doing, but OU's, Jay, I think OU's portal guys are just like Patty Gasso, and I'm going to compare Venables in this one.
You're wrong on this. I can already tell you before you start, you're going to be wrong on this one.
I won't say it then.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear it.
You talk about interrupting tonight, man.
Okay, I'll be quiet. You go ahead.
What I was saying is, you have to. My feelings don't get hurt. You have to pick the portal guys that fit perfectly to what you need and your culture and all those, I think, to have true success. I don't follow Mississippi enough. I'm not an Ole Miss fan. If I had Bradley on here, I haven't seen Bradley in a while, I would ask him, but are they just getting as many guys from the portal as possible, or is it strictly specific need? I don't follow them enough.
Defensive tackle is pretty
That's
specific.
a need every year.
Offensive line, pretty good need. The portal stuff's not going away. It's going to be a part of every team. I just don't think consistently you can just build from the portal. That's all I'm saying.
Bauer Sharp is not just another guy, I don't think. And I don't think Deion Burks is just another guy. I said I don't think.
Correct.
Think, Jay. Think.
Fabechi
I don't think Fabechi's just another guy either. Colden did get drafted.
And I think that's kind of what Eric and some of these people are talking about is we're saying OU's transfers. You're saying OU's transfers might be really good, but can't say OU's might be really good, but Ole Miss's aren't going to be. I think that's kind of what I think there was some
You have
confusion.
been.
I think there was some confusion. That's all.
There's not enough data. There's not enough data to see if this is successful yet.
Bobby's right. That's correct. I would agree with that. I think we'll know a lot more after 1 or 2 years. Jay needs to listen to context clues before he talks. What did I say that was out of context? Did I say something that was out of context?
I don't know. Petaway does remind me of a little bit of Mims, Jay. Partly, though, it's the wearing number 17. He's got kind of the same frame. I think he's faster than Mims.
Maybe. Keaton says, "Oh, you're going to lose Rowe, Hester, Hill."
I could see some of those. Mark's right. Big NIL is drawing guys to different universities.
Some players are getting a lot of NIL. Doesn't mean all of them, but I think there are some.
I agree, Eric. Petaway's got to play some this year. Got to play some. Think he does. Do you have a trivia tonight, Jay?
I do. Thank goodness I do, because we know what happened last night. But before we get with trivia, guys, the Fan Stop, I don't know if you saw it on our Twitter, but the Fan Stop just donated over $3,000 to the Toby Keith Foundation with the red Solo Cup shirts that some of y'all purchased and other people purchased. It's a great thing that they did. Really appreciate the Fan Stop for doing that. There's a community post on YouTube about it as well. Over $3,000. So thank you all for those that contributed. Go to thefanstop.com. Use code Serge. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months. You can also look at pullovers over there. You can also still buy the Toby Keith shirt. Great place. Here we go with trivia for the night. Jeremy, I know you're not a big fan of Danny Hurley, the coach for UConn, but they are destroying everybody. And I think he might be the best coach in basketball right now. I don't know. You can roll your eyes. Why are you rolling your eyes at me?
The key word is right now, possibly. He's not a Hall of Fame coach.
Well, he might have 2 championships right now after this year.
He might, Jay. A lot of games left.
Well, there's not a whole lot of people that have won 2, but easy question for tonight, I think, is how many championships did Mike Krzyzewski win?
Jay, where did Danny Hurley play?
Was it Seton Hall?
I think so.
There it is. Gary with the win tonight. 5. There it is. 5 for my Coach K. So
Gary picks Hot Take Thursday.
Good job, Gary.
Gary picks Hot Take Thursday and then follows it up with a trivia answer. And I know Eric mentioned tomorrow should be what was
Facts
it, Jay?
Friday.
It wasn't fact. No,
it was facts.
Keeping It Real Friday. It was Keep It Real Friday.
I thought it was Bring Your Facts, but
it was Keep It Real, but bring facts.
Well, just ask Eric what it was. Well, he's on here.
I don't need to ask Eric. He's
Keep
right
It Real
there
Friday. There it is.
Thank you, Jay. Right again.
Fun Friday. Could be good too. G Freaky Friday. Haven't heard a whole lot about G Freaky yet, soft season or the spring season. Apparently they had a scrimmage today, Jeremy.
Who did?
OU.
No news though.
No, but here's my hot take. Farouk will make the league. Ron says DG Friday. That's a hot take, Eric. That's a hot take. Is Barnes going to make a difference this year? Right now, I would say no. That's my opinion.
Be Happy Friday is Jim Traber.
Is Barnes going to make a difference next year, Jeremy? Yes or no?
I think he's going to play, so I'm going to say yes. I like Jay Norvell. I really like Jay Norvell, Jay.
Lori, Blaylock committing tomorrow. Feeling really good about that. Yes. Barnes needs to hit the portal. I like Sam Frank and Hicks over Barnes.
Have we again though? And are we going to just say that he has horrible vision based on like 3 games?
Well, that's my thing that Kyla put in here too. The reason I'm saying no is because I still am I don't know about his health. That's it. I think if he was healthy, I think he's really good. But
Go back and watch the Cheez-It Bowl and tell me he didn't look good, because I thought he looked really good. And I agree, Alan Woody. You don't need to give up on Barnes yet. He's got great frame. He is like an Eric Dickerson type as far as upright runner, yes.
Blaylock Friday, Mess says.
Hey, that's fine. If people want to say Barnes has no vision, then you cannot in the same sentence talk about DG's fact that he's got great progression through reads and things like that. He's played 5 years.
Two years ago.
And he didn't play last year, Grey God. I agree.
Ron said, is there a basketball player from Arkansas heading to OU? Are you talking about from University of Arkansas to the portal? Hey, let me say this about OU basketball. Porter Moser may be getting himself a nice little transfer portal class.
What? Doesn't matter, Jay.
He might.
It's the same coach. That's the problem.
What if he was able to get Brandon Garrison, Padilla?
I'm tired of the what ifs. Let me see it, Jay. Well, what if I had $1 million? Yeah, that'd be good.
They're all from the area. They're all from this area.
So what?
So what?
He doesn't have them yet, Jay.
But Jeremy, I think he could land him. This OSU coaching search is helping OU tremendously right now. In the fact of if these guys are coming, they're from the area and they're wanting to come back, or if they do come back, it's helping that OSU can't figure out a coach. Now,
well, yeah, that might help.
Mortal Poser is going to be coach of the year, LOL.
I like Mortal Poser. You know what's a great movie, Jay? When I hear Mortal Poser, I think of a movie. Can you guess it?
Mortal Kombat?
Nope. Trivia question right now.
Oh, gosh.
This is a 5-point trivia, and we're on the end of the month. This could make a major difference. Listen right now.
We are listening. You can't get it out.
Major difference. 5-point trivia. This is a line, Jay. Here we go. We're not the posers. You're the posers.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
That's my point. That's why it's 5 points. No one's going to get it, but I thought I'd throw one out there for 5 points. It's not Airheads. Hey, we're not the posers. You're the poser.
Hey, did I say something earlier that I don't understand what people are talking about in the chat? What did I say that was so?
You blow smoke in the sky, Jay. It's what you do. It's not the outsiders. Stay golden, pony boy. Stay gold, pony boy. It's not Bad News Bears, even though the best Bad News Bears was with Walter Matthau, okay? Way better than Billy Bob Thornton.
Blitty switched back to spring game visit again. He went to that 12th, and now he's back to the 19th.
Yep, it's crazy. Idiocracy, Jay. No. I don't know if that's a movie title or not. No one's going to get the 5 points, Jay.
405 boy, what is something that I'm blowing smoke about? I'd like to know, because I like to defend whatever I said.
Jay's getting scared. Someone's calling him out.
I'm not getting scared.
It was not a hockey movie. You want me to give a hint? But Jay, I'm going to give him a hint, Jay, and drop it to 3 points. Okay?
Go for it.
I'm dropping it to 3 points. I'll give you a hint. Someone mentioned Arkansas earlier. There's your hint. This is great. It's not the Goldbergs. This is great, Jay.
You got him stumped.
Jeremy, I got you
stumped.
I'll just give the answer. You ready? It's not a Hallmark movie.
Probably a Hallmark movie.
Jay, what's Arkansas's nickname?
Hogs.
Yep. Do you know it?
Jeremy, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I really don't.
You just said it. Hogs. Wild Hogs, man.
Wild Hogs?
Wild Hogs. There it is. It's an elite movie. I've
never seen that.
Oh, they know that movie. At the very end, when Tim Allen says, "We're not the posers. You're the poser." It's a great line.
This is unbelievable. You just did a trivia.
Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat if you remember that line now.
Nobody even got it, Jeremy. Why are you doing a thumbs up?
Thumbs up in the chat if you remember that line after I said the answer.
Okay, but that does not mean that it was a good trivia question. Jeez. Gray God got it. Gray God was first. Give Gray God 3 points.
Hey, I thought a great trivia question is one that people can't answer.
What am I blowing smoke about? Somebody tell me.
No one can tell you, Jay.
That's
no one wants to tell you why you're blowing smoke. Let's get a couple more. Let's get and who's winning trivia? Let's get a couple more hot take Thursdays before we get off here.
Looks like you got off here.
Not off there. Hot take OU basketball. OU basketball Final Four next year. Hot take.
Here's a hot take. OU lands they land. I'll say this. OU lands Brandon Garrison and Padula out of the portal.
OU has a finalist for a major defensive award. I don't think that's a hot take. I think Stutzman or Bowman's going to be on there for a defensive award.
Now there's a hot take. Coach of the year, BV.
Jaden Jackson, all freshman SEC team. And guys, multiple people have said they think Jaden Jackson is impressing more than any other freshman on the team.
Take natty for BV. There's a natty for BV.
One day closer to the end. That is correct. Man, I may have a hard time tomorrow, Jay.
Why is that?
I mean, actually, I won't because I always keep it real, but I might have a hard time because I think what's the implication of keep it real? I think keep it real Friday is say it like it is. But I think what the original way was keep it real Friday means easy. Don't get too hyped up.
I thought it was keeping it real by bringing facts. That's kind of what I thought it was.
Okay. Well, I have
But facts. I may be wrong.
I have facts. Spiral thrown better is Jackson Arnold. You can see over the offensive line, it's Jackson Arnold.
Hot take, Grayson Halton makes an all-SEC team.
I hope a lot of these
I think it's the year for Grace. I think it's the year of Grayson Halton.
It's the year of Grayson Halton. Okay.
Is OU still a top tier?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think if you ask anybody.
Oh, save it for tomorrow.
Save that for tomorrow. That's a good thing to talk about.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing.
Eric.
And keeping it real. Let's open with that tomorrow. I like that.
Thank you, everyone, for tomorrow. Gary, Gary, we give you credit. It's all, Gary, this was your idea. Appreciate you coming up with it. And tomorrow we're going Keep It Real Friday, and we're starting with, is OU still a top-tier program? I'm going to do research.
Define top tier. Define top tier.
That's for tomorrow, Jay. Save it.
Okay. I like that, Eric.
Tomorrow,
that's good.
Tomorrow we start We start tomorrow. Bobby, don't give us any hints yet.
Hey,
Save it for
keep
tomorrow.
it real. Keep it real tomorrow.
Hey, we'll see everyone tomorrow. Thanks for being on here as always. Appreciate you all. Hit the like. It helps us more than you know. Please hit the like. It takes 1 second. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.